It's story time tea. That's me, and today I'm here to tell you a story about a time that I dated somebody crazy. I can't say obsessive because I already made that video of somebody being obsessive. So I'm gonna say crazy this time, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do, okay? So basically, let your girl set the scene. It was a little baby ago, okay? That's what make it even more crazy is because it's not like something that like more recently happened, like somebody would have an actual reason to be this way. It's like more so like just, it's just crazy, okay? Okay? So it was a baby ago. At the time, I was a little younger, so being as I was younger, I had just got my first apartment, or like I just started living by myself. And yeah, I was cooling for real, because you know what else am I going to do? I'm a chill person, okay? So I'm minding my business. I'm like in school, living my life, whatever. I started talking to this guy. I knew him when I was a little younger, and it was just like we like moved to different neighborhoods. You know how it be, like you lose contact with somebody and then you randomly see them again. Like if you stay in the same city, you randomly see them again and you like, oh, let's be cool. So like we had like dated when we was younger, and then like whatever happened, it ended. And then when I got a little older, found him again. Well, he found me like randomly, like I was like walking from the store or something, and he was just like, oh my gosh, Tasha. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. I was about to say his name. So I'm like, oh my gosh, look who it is. And so he was just like, oh my gosh, let me get your number. And I'm just like, all right, cool. We texting and everything like that. And then like as we texting, he's just like, oh, we should meet up. We should do this. We should do that. I'm like, okay, cool. So we go on like 2 dates, literally 2 dates. It's not like 2 dates. It was actually 2 dates. I remember because I remember telling my closest friend at the time, this man is wilding. So we go on 2 dates. After that second date, he took me home. I get to my house, lock my door, you know, all the chains and the locks and stuff on there. And then I just hear somebody knocking at my door. And it's him. I looked at my little people like, you just dropped me off. Why did you at my door? And so he just like, oh, can I come in? I gotta pee. I'm like, I don't really want to let you into my house, but I'm like, go ahead, you can go and pee. So he goes and he pees, okay? He goes, he pees. He's like, all right, I'm done, whatever. Gave me another hug, left out, whatever. Texted me when he got home. He's just like, hey, I got home. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm glad you got home. I hadn't let him in my house until like 3 more dates passed. But like, he would like call me and stuff like that. And like, I'm kind of like an honest person for real. So like, if I don't want to do something, I just be like, hey, I don't want to do that. And then like, if I decide to give you a reason, usually the reason is the actual reason. Like, I try not to lie. Like, I'm just like, it's not really necessary. It's never really necessary to lie. So I'm just like, yeah, it is what it is. And so like, I had told him, oh, I gotta work. I ain't gonna be able to see you on this day. He was just like, okay, well, I want to see you the next day. I ended up not having to work. Okay, and so I ended up not having to work. And then he called me and he was just like, I thought you had to work. And I'm just like, well, I was supposed to work, but I ended up not working. And he was just like, how'd that work? And I'm just like, the event got canceled. Like, I don't know. He just told me I had to work, so I wasn't going to work. Like, what you mean? And so he's just like, okay. And I'm just like, the fuck? And so like, he seemed like he had like a little attitude, but I'm just like, all right, it's whatever. I don't really care. Like, we're just dating, like whatever. If you got an attitude, take that up with your mama. I don't care. So then like the next day he came, he seen me, whatever. We went out, we just had a regular little date. Everything was fine. So like, this is like date 3, something like that, like whatever. And yeah, we talked and everything like that. And then he like brought up the fact that I like didn't see him the day before because I had to go to work, but then I didn't go to work, and then I didn't ask for him to come over or for us to do nothing and And I'm just like, if we planned to see each other today and we didn't plan to see each other yesterday, then I was never going to see you. I'm so sorry. Like, that wasn't a part of my plan, so I wasn't going to do it. Going to work was a part of my plan. So when I didn't go to work, I still worked. I just didn't do work at work, okay? So I still did stuff that was like productive and everything like that. For those little 8 hours, I was getting stuff done. I didn't have time to be talking to you. Like, get out of here. And so he's just like, it's cool. I see how it is. Like, you know, you might have somebody else in your life or whatever, whatever. I'm just like, and if I did. And so yeah, it goes on. We get to like date 4 or whatever. He takes me out. He does all this extra stuff or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. Like, and so then like when we got to like the 5th date or whatever, I had like got him like these like 2 little gifts, because like the gifts that he got me was related to a conversation that we had, and then I got him some gifts related to the conversation that we had. And obviously I'm the best gift giver. So my gifts are so cute and so nice, and he loved them. So yeah, we go on, and yeah, he ended up taking me home and everything like that. And he was just like, oh, let me come in your house again, I gotta pee again. And I'm just like, all right. This time I just let him go to the bathroom, because I'm like, I know you know where the bathroom at. And then I was putting stuff back in the refrigerator or whatever, because I had leftover food. So I was just like, oh shit, let me wash my hands. Let me take the food out of this little container and put it into this container, because I don't want it sitting inside the plastic container. I wanted to put it inside the glass container and put it in the refrigerator. Like real extra type shit. Okay, so that's what I was doing. In the kitchen, then he come out, he's just like, all right, I'm gonna go, da da da. I'm like, all right, bet. And so then he left. He texted me, he's just like, oh, I'm home, whatever, whatever, da da da. I'm like, okay. We had a conversation, and then I got off the phone with him, and then I was on the phone with one of my friends. And me and her having this conversation. This is a deep conversation about some stuff that happened between her and her ex-boyfriend. And I was just telling her, like, you know, my advice. I'm like, you know, this could happen, but like, if this don't happen, then da 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 da, and you know, just on my motherfucking phone, texting her and talking to her. I'm just like, I'm sending you the link to this, and da 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 da. So like, being so extra, cause like, yes. And so yeah, having that conversation with her, and he called me. I don't answer the phone. Like, I'm on the phone with her, so get out of here. And then once I get off the phone with her, like literally like probably like 2 hours later, because whenever I get on the phone with my friends, we be on there all day. And so got off the phone with her like 2 hours later, and then I texted him like, oh yeah, I'm off the phone now, da da da. He's just like, oh, you probably was on the phone with your little boo. And I'm just like, why would you say that? I'm like, I ain't even got one of those. Why would you say that? And then so we just had a whole conversation about that, because like obviously he was mad, and I'm just like, okay. And you might be thinking, Tisha, he don't sound crazy yet. Of course he doesn't. Of course he doesn't. Because y'all wasn't noticing the crazy just how I wasn't noticing the crazy. It seemed very normal to you, don't you? This seemed normal. Okay, so we move. Me and him, we go out on like the 6th date. We're on the 6th date, and he's just like, oh, he was just like, you don't have any tattoos, do you? I'm just like, nah, I don't have any tattoos. He's like, do you have any piercings? I'm just like, well, I got my little ears pierced right here, and you know, I got my one little nose ring, so you know, like, I got double holes right here, so that's, you know, that's pierced for real. And I'm like, I don't have no tattoos because I'm not committed to anything enough to actually put it on my body and let it stay there forever. So yeah. And he's just like, oh, okay. And I'm just like, you got tattoos, don't you? He was like, yeah. He was just like, I got a tattoo here, I got a tattoo here, da da da. He got like 5 of them. I'm like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, I was about to get your name yesterday, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that, it's too early. And I'm just like, I was like, you finna do what? And I'm like, all right, niggas just be saying shit. I'm like, one thing a man gonna do is just say some shit. So I'm just like, you saying it, whatever. And then he was just like, yeah, but I know you're talking to other people. I don't want to seem like I'm really pressed for real when you already talking to all these other people. Like, you're not even trying to be my girl. I'm just like, you ain't even asked me to be your girl, so I don't even know why you're saying that. Like, please leave me alone. Like, don't just be talking. And so he's just like, yeah, I'm just saying, like, da 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 da. I'm like, okay, like, this is the 6th date. Like, can we get to date 7 before you start talking like this? Like, what's going on here? I'm like, you're moving a little fast. And like, by this time, like, once we got to the 6th date, I think it was like kind of like 2 months-ish, yeah. Something around that. Okay. And so then, like, once we got to the 7th date, once we got to the 7th date, I actually like officially let him into my house, and we just sat in the living room, we watched TV, we talked, whatever. It was just a cool little time, whatever. And then he was like, oh, I want to show you something. I said, all right. And so he had got like a shirt, because like at the time it was like kind of sort of winter. He had got like a shirt with me on there, and I was like, oh, all right, bet. That's not really the best picture of me, but you know, I mean, it's cool for real. And he was just like, yeah, I got this shirt because I just thought it was so cute. And I was just like, no, you got a shirt made because you thought it was so cute. You didn't just find a shirt with my little head on there, okay? And so just like, I'm like, all right, put your sweater back on, nigga. And so he put his sweater back on. He's like, so did you like my shirt? And I was just like, yeah. And it was just funny to me. At that point in time, it was just funny to me. I was just like, okay. And then, like, we get in his car, like, 2 days later or something like that, because it was like, we had back-to-back dates for some reason. I think I was, like, off for, like, a whole week. And he was like, oh, let me see you 3 times this week since you off for the whole entire week. Because, like, yeah. So we in his car, and then I like look in the back seat because he told me like get him a bottle of water or something, like he had waters in his back seat or something like that. And like I see something that's like reminiscent of like something that belongs to me. So I'm just like, that kind of looked like some female things that I own inside of my house. I didn't say anything to him. But when I went home that night, I went in my room like looking, and I'm like, why can I not find my underclothes? And so I go in the dirty clothes too. I'm just like, bro, like that has been missing for like a month. That has been missing for like a month, and I just didn't notice that it was missing for real because I have so many underclothes that I'm not really worried about it. But I'm just like, this nigga steal my underclothes? And I was just like, you know what? No, that's not what happened. He just so happened to be dating somebody else that got the same underclothes as me, right? And I just can't find mine because like I probably left it like at one of my friend's house. I probably spent the night and I didn't take my clothes with me the next day, and so that's the reason why I just can't find it right now. Or like maybe like it's secretly inside of a bag, so I can't find it right now. And so that's what happened. Okay, so I'm like, all right, man, it's cool. And so we move, all right. We go on our next date or whatever. I see him again, like I don't know, maybe like a cool like 4 days later. I see him again. I kind of say something hinting towards it. I'm just like, so like when you be with girls, like do you like I'm really trying to make something up. I can't even remember what I said, but it was smooth. I swear it was smooth. I'm like, yeah, like you be dating girls, like are you one of those people that like to sniff people's clothes and stuff like that? Or like do you like buy girls clothes? Like do you buy them like underclothes and stuff like that? Like I'm just like, because I'm like, I want to know why the shit in your backseat. Because I'm like, wait a second. And like when I look back there, that time it wasn't back there anymore, so it wasn't even like I can check to see if it's the right size or check to see if the tag was taken off the way that I take off tags, because like I take them off a certain way. So I'm just like, I was trying to see. I didn't see, y'all. I didn't see, so I was just like, all right, well I can't say he did something if I literally have no evidence, so I'm just not even gonna say anything to him. I'm just gonna let it rock, okay? Like let it go. And so he really was just like, oh no, like no, I don't do that. Like he's like, well, I'll buy girl stuff sometimes. And I'm just like, and it be packaged inside the bag that you bought it in. He was like, yeah, why would you ask me that? And I was just like, right. And so we go on, and I'm just like, it's just like this small weird stuff just adding up. And so then it was just like, I seen him like date 8, and he was just like, oh, I want to show you something. And I'm like, okay. And so he just lifts his shirt up. He lifts his shirt up, and right underneath his titty, it said, Artisha. Nigga. When I tell y'all, I was dead as fuck. I said, does that say? Sir, does that say Artisha? Like in actuality, like in real life, like in this world, you got Artisha underneath your titty? Is that what that is? And he was just like, yeah, because like, you know, like it's like on my rib, that's like the spot that hurts the most. So it's just like I was willing to endure all this pain just for you. I was just like, cool name. Like I I don't know what I'm supposed to be saying at this point. I'm not getting you tatted. I just want you to know that at this point, I'm not getting you tatted. I don't know why date 8, you come in with a tat of my name. I don't know why you would do that, but also if you was going to do it, you should have put the star, because I write a star next to my name every time. So low-key, you unauthentic. You're very like not to the T. Like crazy that you put a dot on top of that I and you didn't put a star at the end. Crazy about you. But you know, it's your life. It's your life. Low-key, that's not my name. Low-key, that's not even my name. So, you know, it's cool. And he's just like, yeah, I just felt like it would really just show to you that I'm dedicated and like I'm here and da-da-da. And I'm just like, it's showing that you're wilding. It's showing that you're wilding, because getting a tat of somebody that's not even your girlfriend is crazy. Like, I'm not your baby mother. I'm not your girlfriend. I'm not your wife. I'm just a woman that exists in the world. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm just a woman that exists in the world. And it's crazy about you, because I really want to stop talking to you, because why would you get me tatted? At the time, the only person that had me tatted was my dad, because my dad got my name right here. So, you know, that's pretty much it. And that's the only person that makes sense. I feel like if I didn't come from out of your body, it's crazy that you got me tatted. Why did you do that? And so I'm just like, all right, okay. He was like, yeah, I just felt like that would just really, you know, show my dedication to you. And I'm just like, all right. I'm like, you could have gotten like a ring or like a necklace or something that said like Artisha, like, ooh, like you could have did that. Or like, I feel like it was other things. I feel like it was other things that came before that. And I feel like all you did was get a shirt and then you went straight from shirt to tattoo. That just seems a little bit too permanent for me, and you're wilding. But I'm gonna let you rock, okay? I'm gonna let you rock. And so he was just like, yeah, you don't have to get me tatted or anything. I just wanted you to know, like, da da da. I'm just like, baby doll, you didn't have to say that. You didn't even have to say that, but okay. And so we go on about our days. I don't know why I even let him get to a date 9, but he got to a date 9, okay? He got to a date 9. And that's when I found out that, like, he had, like, a mic or something, like, in my house. Like, he had, like, it wasn't he couldn't see me in my house, but he could hear me. So I don't know if he put, like, I don't know what he did I don't know what he did in order to be able to hear me. I don't know what it was that he did. I just know that he, like, low-key verbatim told me exactly what I had said to somebody on the phone, because he thought that it was somebody that I was talking to, when in real life it was my little brother. So I'm just like, Kenneth, are you talking about Kenneth? Are you talking about baby Kenny? I'm like, child, I know you was not reciting the conversation that I had on the phone with my little brother. I'm like, no, I was not talking to no, what man? Who is these men? I was just like, yeah, this is insane. So I'm just like, so like, there's a mic in my house. He was just like, I don't know why you would say that. I'm just like, you literally told me word for word, bar for bar, what I said to my little brother. I'm just confused. How do you know that? Like, you wasn't there. So like, how do you know that? And he's just like, I have my secrets. You have your secrets? So like, yo, at this point in time, I'm just like, can I not have any like aloneness? I don't even, like, I just was confused, because I'm just like, I don't know how you, like, what did you do? Like, how did you know that I said what I said? And like, you really playing around like shit is cool. Like, it's not cool, because how did you know that I said that to my brother on the phone, like, earlier? Like, you weren't there. And he never told me, like, he never told me anything. He just and just laughed it off. Like, I'm just like, are you a detective secretly? Like, are you secretly, like, I don't know. And so I just was like, this nigga crazy. I'm like, he actually crazy. Like, what is going on? And then I found out, because like, he ended up like, I don't know why he would be telling me stuff like this. It's like he was telling me so like he could show me that he's devoted to me, but it just showed me that he was insane. Because then he ended up telling me, he's like, yeah, I actually bought you some new underclothes. I said, oh, okay. And I took it, and I was just like, After you done told me you done listen to my whole conversation with my brother, I don't know if I actually want to keep talking to you, because that's kind of crazy. And so he's just like, yeah, I had bought these underclothes to replace the other underclothes. I said, what do you mean by that? what you mean by that, sir? And he's just like, well, a while ago when I had went to your house to go to a bathroom, like, you had left some of your underclothes in the bathroom, and so then I had took them with me, because I was just like, oh, they smell just like her. And I was just like, you in the car. Like, I was mad as shit. I'm like, bruh, I literally asked you in the car, did you do stuff like that? And you really try to say, oh no, I don't do stuff like that. And then just cut the conversation short. And so now all of a sudden you do stuff like that and you already done did it to me and you wasn't even going to tell me. And now you done bought me replacement underclothes for some shit that you done stole. I actually like that set. That was a nice set. I'm like, give me my shit back. Like, what's going on? I'm like, I could wear this and give it to you. Like, I could wear this and give it back to you. But what you not gonna do is take something that I done bought. Give me my shit back. And so he's just like, all right, I'll bring it back. I just really like that one. And I'm just like, that has nothing to do with me. Mind y'all, I did not go swimming with this man at all. I didn't do anything with this man. I wasn't even FaceTiming him because did I even have an iPhone at the time? I don't even know I had an iPhone at the time. Like this was, I was just like, yo, you have no reason to be acting like this. It's not like I'll be on FaceTime in a tub and you done seen me and you fantasizing and making things up in your head about, like, no. He had no reason. At the time, I still didn't even wear a 2-piece bathing suit. Like, the nigga, he had no reason. He just was crazy. And I'm just like, yo. And so, yeah, he was just like, okay, I'm gonna bring your clothes back tomorrow because I don't have them with me. And I was just like, okay. And like, he realized he gave me back like 2 underclothes sets that he took from me. I'm just like, I didn't even notice that you took 2. You took 2 on 2 separate occasions. Both times you went to my bathroom. All right. I'm like, what's going on? So it's not really a very eventful story. It's just the fact that, like, niggas be wildin'. Like, men are crazy. It's just, because why did you think that was okay? Like, so you really put a bug in my house so that you listen to my conversations. You really stole multiple sets of my underclothes so that you can smell me. You really got me tatted and we not even dating, for real. Like, we're not together type dating. We're just going on dates. You dead ass right now. I'm like, yo, this nigga's insane. And so I'm like, yo, I ain't never met a woman that stole my underwear. Never in my life. I've never met a woman that put a bug in my house so that she could listen to me. I know a woman that has done that, but I've never met a woman. Like, not in my little relationship, little things that I got going on. Did that ever happen to me? And so I'm just like, why? This nigga's crazy. Like, I'm just like, this doesn't make any sense. And then he really thought that it was logical things that he was doing. Every single thing he did made sense, and he just wanted to let me know because it was really going to show his devotion to me that he did all these ridiculous ass things. I'm just like, if I was dating somebody else and you heard me talking to them on your little bug, tap, whatever wire shit that you got in my house, what would you have done? Because you seem like the type of person that would just take me on out. I'm just walking down the street and then boop. Like, I already got hit by a car before. Like, I don't have time for this. And so, like, once he gave me back my clothes, I was just like, bro, whatever it is, whatever listening device you got, I'm gonna need you to get it out of my house right now. Whatever it is, I need you to get it out of my house right now. Because I know that you thought that shit was cute, but I don't think that's cute, and I need you to get it out of my house. In order for us to keep on dating, you gotta take that out of my house. I'm so sorry. And he was like, yeah, I didn't really hear anything. It pretty much was just the conversation that you had with your brother. Like, you don't really be on the phone like that. People don't really come to your house like that. I'm just like, yeah. like I don't be doing that, and I told you I don't be doing that, so I don't know why you thought I was gonna be doing something. Like, no, I real life be in this bitch painting. I real life be in here writing. Like, I really be out the house, out the state. So it's like nothing that you was never gonna find nothing. I don't. And so, like, yeah, the whole situation, it was just dumb. Like, he was ridiculous. He was crazy, and I hope that he got my name removed because he should never had my name tatted on him in the first place. But, you know, everybody's their own person. In my opinion, that was very crazy of him, and I feel like I am forgetting some things that he did that was very ridiculous. But I'm gonna just keep it at that because I definitely need to go and cook. So, appreciate y'all for watching. Definitely subscribe. Definitely subscribe. Definitely like the video because y'all still hate liking that video. And I know that y'all gonna keep on hating to like the video, but like, if you like me, I don't see why you don't like it. Like, if you like me, I don't see why you don't like the video. That's all I'm saying. But it is what it is. And for me, third time says wait. Moral of the story is, when people come to your house, watch them. Don't just let them walk around your house, okay? That's my actual moral of the story. I don't care about none of the other stuff that happened. What I care about is my underwear being stolen. Don't let people out of your sight. They're crazy. That's my moral of the story, okay? All right, now. Story time Tish the Tea is over. Peace and love.